Hi, greetings from my messy kitchen. Today I'm gonna make, this was a special request from a friend. She wanted to know how to make dulce de leche in the Instant Pot. So we're gonna do a quick tutorial about how to do that. You use sweetened condensed milk. Your can may look like this. You can also buy it that looks like this. And we're gonna do 2 cans today, or maybe 3 if I wanna share with a friend. We'll see if such friend is so lucky. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the labels off the cans. Okay, so trivet is in, the cans are in, they're not touching each other. You can see I used 2 of the Eagle and 1 of the La Lechera. You guys, I mean, here's the deal. This is not like a low-fat, low-calorie thing, so don't get all bent out of shape about that. It's fatty, enjoy it, but don't try to make it with evaporated milk. This is the wrong thing to buy. It has to be sweetened condensed milk. Okay? Now I'm going to fill the pot to cover the cans, just barely cover them, and I am going to use as hot a water as my faucet will put out. If I really wanted it to come up to pressure quickly, I would even maybe like heat water in our electric kettle. I'm not going to go crazy with that tonight, so I'm just going to use the hottest water my faucet will put out just to kind of give it a head start to come up to pressure. Okay? Be right back. Okay, so the water is in there. You can see the hot water's in there. If you're skeeved out about cooking it in the cans for whatever reason, you can do it in jars. Some people do it in jars, and you can find instructions all over the internet for that. You just put it in the jars and you kind of loosely put on the lids. Okay, so I'm lining up my little arrows there. And I'm going to close my lid. Make sure your knob is, oh, whoops. There's a little bottle of blackberry whiskey back there. So make sure your knob is to sealing, and I'm going to put it on manual. And I'm going to do it for, I think last time I did it, especially because I have 3 cans in there, I'm going to do it for 40 minutes. So if you want to do it in jars, you can just put the, oh gosh, I went a little crazy there, 40. So we're good to go. And now you just leave it alone. And then the other thing is, because there's so much water in there, if you did a quick release, you're going to get kind of a geyser maybe of water, steam, craziness. So you want to do a natural release on this. But if you do it in jars, make sure the lids are on kind of loosely. But you can always do it in the cans and then put it in jars if you're going to give it as gifts or whatever. So timer just went off on the dulce de leche, and now I'm gonna let it sit and natural release, which means I'm not going to release the valve. You can see the pressure pin is still up. I'm gonna let it sit for at least 15 minutes and probably longer. And the longer you let it sit, the darker your dulce de leche is gonna be, and maybe the thicker it's gonna be. But also, the less chance that you're going to get a geyser out of this when you release it, because it's quite full of water. And also, you really can't open these cans until they're totally cool. Okay, I'm going to say it again, y'all. Do not open the cans until they are totally cool, because that creamy deliciousness will spew all over your hand and burn you. So one more time, friends, do not open the cans until they are totally cool. So I'm going to leave this alone, and I'll be back with you in a little bit. All right, so I've been letting this sit for 25 minutes, and whoa, sorry. And now I'm gonna go ahead and let the pressure out, because I don't want it to get too dark and too thick. So some people will ask, like, what do you use dulce de leche for? You can use it to dip apples in. You can use it to put on a cheesecake, or on, you know, like a pound cake or whatever, any kind of dessert. Or the way I like it, on a spoon or your finger. It's super delicious. It's kind of a caramely, it's not actually caramel, because caramel you make with sugar, and this is not made with sugar, to be technically correct. So here we go. I'm going to use this fancy implement to pull my release nozzle. Ah. Oh, that was such a downer. There's not much pressure left. So you can see that most of the pressure came out. And I will say once again, do not open these cans until they've cooled. In fact, it's like, I don't know, 7 o'clock here in the evening, and I will not open them until tomorrow. Like, let them fully cool. The danger of burns is for reals. Don't be messing. Okay. So I'm going to open. Some people leave them submerged in the water. You don't have to do that. You can just take them out and set them on the counter or whatever if you have other plans for your Instant Pot, as often happens. But that, friends, is how you make dulce de leche. And I'm not going to save this video up and show you the reveal because that would be overnight, and I'm not going to do that. But it's super delicious, and you'll love it, I promise. Have a great day. Bye. So I said I wasn't going to wait for the big reveal, but then my husband said, we're not going to get to have any tonight. He was so sad. So I did something I've never done before, and I actually cooled the can in an ice bath. So the can is cool, and I'm going to open it up live on camera, and if I burn myself, well, you know, it's live, keeping it real. And I'm going to do it one-handed because I do all of this myself on my phone. So here it is. We'll see what we've got here. It's really hard to do one-handed, you guys. It's looking good. If I can get the lid off. I feel like I have a Sears problem. Can you guys see it? Ooh. Ooh, I'm going to get a spoon. Look at all of this. This is us trying to get our humidifiers ready to put up in the house because it's so dry. Okay, so here it is. The delicioso dulce de leche. This is, to me, this is like the perfect consistency for it. It is kind of caramely and amazing, and we're going to eat some now, and we're probably going to eat it on spoons. Good night!